You're unbelievable.
We've got the snow, so New York City, you're going to be on the north side. I think you've got the clouds, but Philly, D.C., you've got the snow. They get rising as we head especially into Wednesday and Thursday. Some of those deeper greens begin to move in over this part. Extremely dry conditions and wildfires follow. Who's on alert today after our latest deadly wildfires? Tuesday's winds actually could be higher than today's, and that would enhance that chance the fire could spread more. That has been moving through Washtenaw County, Dearborn, Detroit, Livonia. These are cities in the path of this. All right, now that the patio's transformed, what's next?
Well, the next thing is to decide what goes on top of the patio, and that's where the patio...
Well, first of all, I think the most immediate thing you notice is that lightning bolt and where it's striking and where it's coming from. Why exactly we've got that set up.
Well, here's the cold front. It's actually down into the Gulf of Mexico near these showers. It's been almost 25 years since Hurricane Hugo, before you were born. It made landfall. In the U.S., they put both of those together, rainfall and thunderstorms. But in this case, it doesn't quite work. Look at this. Here in Las Vegas.
And we thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Alex Wilson. You saw my partner in crime, Dave Schwartz. He is out at the lab. We're going to check in with him in just a second. But first, middle and end part of the week, we are going to see those winds out of the south. Right now, breezy in Omaha and Wichita. Both spots have a southerly wind. Tomorrow, once again, the 90s for Bismarck and Rapid City. Upper 80s and Billings, 16 degrees above average for you guys. So was the story as we started off the month of November. Take a look at some of these snowfall totals. Looks like a shovel, right? Some people were shoveling. You only don't have the rain showers falling at this point. Brownsville, you've seen some showers here and there. As far as the highway, when you've got a flooded ramp, as we go forward in time, notice the rain becomes more scattered in nature. So you're going to see much more in the way of breaks between the rain showers.
Noise as well. Our Stephanie Abrams is there this morning. Steph, a lot of people asking, is this potentially going to be the warmest winter games ever this morning to kind of break it down for you?
And we have our expert, Tom Nizzle, and Dr. Greg Postel. And you guys are joining forces because, man, a lot is at work here.
Most of this stuff I'm just now learning. I know, it's going right over my head. I'm trying to pick it up as fast as I can. Thanks, Crystal. We'll do a better job of catching you on Tuesday. How's that? Have a great Monday, Crystal. Thank you for catching us up on the West. Thank you, Reese. And on this broadcast, we're celebrating Earth Day. And it's a perfect time. Bless you again.
Oh, it's hump day. We're heading towards the weekend. A very busy weekend weather-wise and, of course, with the holiday. Area in red from the west into the Ohio Valley.
Lines and watch it happen. It's an amazing thing when 20-foot waves are moving into an area and they drop all morning long, and they have been active in many of the places that have seen storms for the last 2 days. Storms producing lightning, extreme heat.
And so the severe threat in red here from the Ohio Valley, interior northeast, includes Pittsburgh and Buffalo. I did the big dive Saturday. The story comes Friday.
All right, and we're going to come back with Mike.
Of our most precious resource. And for me, a personal mile.
You prepared for today and into the weekend. We've made it to Friday. We've got showers and thunderstorms, areas in red.
I was struck by this as soon as I saw it, Sam, because it reminds me of a radar echo. I also learned this could be frozen precipitation.
Now, maybe you have some national parks in your future here. Big vacation week before a lot of kids head back to their home in New York City. And Alana, so great to have you with us this morning. I really appreciate it. I want to talk about first these on top of everything else. I mean, these are big numbers, right? Dallas, 100 degrees, Nashville, 95, Pensacola, 94.
Where it doesn't look that easy. I love it.
New York, too. Along with that, the cool down back down to 70. New York, 62 degrees in Boston.
2 degrees. We
are going to be chilly. My Penn State Nittany Lions in 50% of average to date, which again is a big improvement from earlier this month. You go through past Lake Tahoe, Central Sierra.
And stitch the cape and
he just had to wear black shoes.
Okay.
And then he puts his purple robe on. So.
Okay.
2 days, more than 50 million people are at risk, and these are the main threats.
It's just saying that, you know, if you're going to toss to me, I might as well have a little sass with it. But you just got science there with Bettis. I like it. Here's a look at your forecast
today. However, take a look at Monday. High pressure starts to build into the southeast as well. That means, now let's talk about where somewhere else it's a little bit more than a little bit wet. Let's go to our hurricane specialist, Dr. Greg Postel, for the latest. Okay, so we've got the risk of scattered thunderstorms there. We have a lot of people that are going to be outside during the next couple of weeks, and that's because we are right in the middle of summer.
Everybody, to the right.
Yeah, that's too much moves. I can do the step touch. I can do the...
All right, thanks, Keith. Well, now that Isel is out to sea, the real work sets in for thousands of Hawaii residents planning to catch a movie this weekend. If you're a weather weenie, there's really only one choice for you, the new flick Into the Storm.
I don't know if I can save you from yourself, Reynolds. That's all I gotta say. Here's what we've got going on in the Southern Plains.
We asked them to share their detailed hurricane strategies to keep passengers safe. Mouth dropped just then. What else is new? He does that every time I work with him. Yeah, the cruise ports. All right, let's go ahead and check out what we've got going on, because the Northeast, you are getting socked with rain this morning. Like I said, it's potent because you've got those very heavy downpours. So here's the deal with these flood concerns.
Areas that we're watching around the area of low pressure through Minnesota and then along the cold front.
The impressive skills there, Reynolds, with changing over the topic there. Let's talk about the risk of storms today, though. 8 degrees, sun and clouds, but here's the deal. This is changing by the time we go to later tonight. Large area that we're looking at today. I know this is what your eyes are immediately drawn to, this huge blob of red that extends, but they certainly are strong, and you are going to feel their impact on the roads this afternoon. A wider shot here shows you that these showers, as I mentioned last week, of the lake effect snow in New York State. The Weather Channel has reviewed the evidence, and this is what we saw. Trouble, San Francisco. You're going to see showers throughout the day. Highway 5 going to be a bit of a mess. 4-level low. So what's happening with this? As it pushes off to the east, we've got nice warm air out ahead of it. Our biggest focus here in Texas. See this purple? This is our potential for freezing rain. The Arctic air is there.
Once it's just rain. So the system we're tracking wrecks in the north, and you can see the spin up there. That's where all the energy is. As the tail of that system kind of moves to the south.
On that one. All right, let's take a look at the next 7 days. Hey, you guys talking about the British Virgin Islands, by the way. I got some friends watching us this morning. Annie and Steph, I love that. The cone of uncertainty for horse racing forecast. I love it. All right, I'll give you the uncertainty in our forecast days, though. We do have some good-looking weather coming your way. Got to get through a little bit of tough stuff first. Some thunderstorms today.
California, really, and then we'll get the heat moving into Arizona. So, you know, it's the time of year where the heat does build across the southwest, but watch for the weekend weather. Storms in the southeast, storms in the plains. That's going to be a big story. Today, your Friday, could end on a stormy note. One moment in here, they were so cute. All right, let's take a look at the forecast in the Midwest today. Now, Chicago and Detroit.
America's morning headquarters. Of course, Jen is in for Maria. You can see that. But we also have a severe thunderstorm warning out for the Boston.
All right, Mike, thank you. I can't help but talk about dew points for one more quick second. He mentioned that drier air coming into the south, the Midwest, too.
So plenty of sunshine.
You got it. All right, you got the last one. I'm out of here.
Okay, thank you, Jay. We'll see you later. That's what's going on there. Meanwhile, we're going to take a look.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So we all want to have a good time this weekend. We'll let you know where you can and where the weather will cooperate. Thank you. And I'm so with him on the baking soda. I use it for everything, for cleaning. Lots of rain to talk about if you like to football in the rain. Lightning, though, we got to watch out for it. It's going to be an issue. Beach looks great. Temperatures in the low 80s out in the water. The rip current risk has finally relaxed. Number 1 on the list for best weather.
Jen Carfagno.
Oh. You guys want the weather, don't you? I love that story, actually. All right, let's look at risk again today with the chance for showers and thunderstorms. You know how it is. We are still in that summer pattern here in South Florida.
Continues still in the 80s in Minneapolis, upper 70s in New York City. This is a very nice ridge if you like it warm.
In Buffalo, only in the 30s, and this trend lasts throughout the next at least 5 or 6 days. All right, Kyle Aboshi, thank you so much for that report. And we'll be checking back in because it will be changing conditions out there. And the Storm Prediction Center is monitoring this region for a potential watch, potential either the year 2030 something, and there's a lot of steps that need to happen between now and then, and this is step number 1, and it is happening.
I can learn a lot. I always remember that scene the first time you guys were in the same scene together. So terrific. Ryan Eggold, I can't wait. Head over to the Yorktown Diner. It is very, very tasty.
Yeah, you can probably get some local syrup there.
But yet, we're still dealing with some snow in parts of the Midwest this morning.
So we want to turn to our winter weather expert, Tom Nizzle, who's at the expert desk. But we want to check now with Jen Carfago over the next 7 days, and Jen, it only takes, what, 6 inches of quickly
93. We could pop up to 90 degrees. This is all due to our warm front that is sitting just about here.
All right, Reagan, Reynolds, thanks so much. One of the iconic female countries
who have served our country. And did you know that some of the military's best trained soldiers?
5 in Florida.
That's right. You heard that.
It turns into a wheelbarrow. You flip it up, it turns into a dolly. It is not approved for this kind of use. But you can put a trash bag. Go.
Oh, this is going down.
Here we go. Unbelievable. The pressure's mounting.
country. We want to take a look forward at one Atlanta junior and senior high that's getting high marks for its eco-friendly design.
Julie Martin.
90s, be careful, and don't forget to hydrate with water as well before the game.
As well as what, Chris? The U.S. Open that was suspended yesterday. In the South, college football was affected by the rain and then forms into the weekend. Doesn't look like we're going to have anything too severe, so we don't have to worry about that. But, yeah, pop-up thunderstorm.
First, we want to get you up to speed with our weather headlines.
And we want to start you out this morning talking about 2 women who are in critical condition.
Industry to sea rise being blamed.
And in Plaquemines Parish, NOAA recently removed 31 official.
Ready for a busy Wednesday. Of course, you're heading off to work or school or anywhere else. We'll get you started right here with your top.
Look at the front. You can see it on the temperature contour. I mean, that is one strong front. If you can.
Those shots. And coming up this Sunday, the big New York City
Marathon.
The weather looks chilly, but
which is good for the Northeast. So that's bringing up all of the warm air ahead of this system, and that's why
our young folks across the country, we say Scouts on.
That's right. This morning, we're actually an inch of snow on the ground or snow falling is considered a white Christmas. So that's where the controversy is held. Okay, no controversies at the airport today. We do have all green on the map right now, but that is going to be a different story.
You're unbelievable.